Hi everyone, welcome back to Saheb Academy. Today in the sixth video of service costing chapter, we are going to solve our fifth problem, and the question is from ICAI study material illustration 5, and the question is based on what? Transportation industry only, but not of passengers, it is of goods, right? Here the trucks will be there. Is it clear? Yes. Now I told you in the beginning only that in transportation industry we have two things. We have passenger transport as well as goods transport. We all know passenger transport. We have seen three problems of this, isn't it? And then school bus question also we saw, right? That's also in this only. So their cost unit used to be passenger kilometer, and in school bus it was per student, right? But here in goods transportation, what will be there? The cost unit will be ton kilometer. Is it clear? What would be the cost of taking 1 ton 1 kilometer? That's what here you have it, right? It's really simple, it's not difficult. Rest everything is same only. You know that here we calculate the ton kilometer in two different ways. In the first video only I told you, right? We have two ways to calculate this composite cost unit. It can be computed on absolute basis. Yeah, it can also be said as weighted average, where we take actual into actual kilometers into actual weight, actual tons, right? And then the other way is commercial basis, which is also known as simple average. What do we do over here? We take actual kilometer only, same, but we take average weight. Yeah, based on this I did the first illustration also as a practical example, isn't it? In the first video I showed you how to do the calculation of this, the logic of this. Yes, I hope you have understood. Now in this video, as I said, we have to do a full-fledged question of transport of goods and understand how to solve this practically. Let's just read the question and analyze now. Now see here, GTC has a lorry of 6 ton carrying capacity. Okay, we have a truck, and how much can we transport in that truck? 6 ton normally. Then they are saying it operates lorry service from city A to city B for a particular vendor. So we are transporting goods for a particular vendor. We are taking his goods from city A to city B, and then return also it can happen, right? See, now they are talking about the price that we charge. It charges 2,400 per ton from city A to city B. How much? 2,400 per ton. If we take goods from city A to city B, then we are charging 2,400 per ton. But if we bring back, then the price is different. See, let's just read. 2,200 per ton for the return journey from city B to city A. Yeah, if we bring goods back on the return journey from B to A, then the price is different. The price is less. It's 2,200 per ton. Is it clear? Okay. Then they are saying goods are also delivered to an intermediate city C, but no extra charges are billed for unloading goods in between destination city, and no concession is given in rates for reduced load after unloading at intermediate city. What does this mean? What does this complex sentence mean? We didn't understand anything. See, it's really simple. We know there is city A and city B. Then they are talking about a middle city. There is a city in between. That's called C, city C. Okay. So what do we do is, when we go from A to B, we are unloading goods in between in that city C, because vendor is saying that, right? But we are not charging anything extra for that. Yeah, we are going anyway now from city A to city B. So this city C is falling in between. So we'll just unload. Yeah, the vendor has said that we are not charging anything extra for that. But let's just say for example, we have taken 6 tons from city A, and this was supposed to be delivered at city B. But let's just say for example, the vendor has said unload 2 tons in between at city C. So if we unload 2 tons in the city C, then what happens? From city C, if we leave, we are leaving with not with 6 tons anymore, we are leaving with 4 tons. Yeah, 4 tons will carry now from city C to city B. Yes, that's what will happen. So in that case, we'll have a reduced load. No, we'll have a reduced load, only 4 tons. Our carrying capacity is 6 tons. So for that also we do not give any discount. Like if we think logically with common sense, then we might think discount will be given. No discount will be given. Is that clear? no concession in rates is given for reduced load after unloading at intermediate city. That's what it means. Yeah, see here in diagram, we have a truck which has a 6-ton carrying capacity, right? There are 3 cities over here. From A to B we are going, and then in between, in middle, we have a city called as city C. Is it clear? Yes. And then that highlighted sentence told us that we may unload our goods over here in between, whenever vendor says that, right? So if we are unloading, then we will not charge anything extra and we will not give any discount also. Is it clear? Okay. Then they are talking about the distance. Distance between the city A to B is 300 kilometer. If you want to go from A to B, it's 300 kilometer. Okay. Then they are saying, and distance from city A to C is how much? A to C, 140 kilometer. The question is saying that if this is 140 kilometer, then what is the distance from C to B? What is the distance over here? How will you find out? Really simple. 300 minus 140, that is 160 kilometer. Is it clear? Simple, easy, right? And then the price also. If we are loading goods over here in the city A to go to city C or to city B, it doesn't matter. If we are loading goods over here now, let's just say 6 tons only, then what we have to do, it doesn't matter whether we are unloading at city C and all, right? Because of that highlighted sentence, we'll just simply do 6 tons into 2,400. This much amount we need, right? This is our charge. It doesn't matter whether we are unloading at city C or city B. Is it clear? And then when you're returning back at the city B, if we are loading, let's just say 6 ton, then 6 ton into what? 6 ton into 2,200. Is it clear? Because 2,200 is the charge, no? Isn't it? On the return journey, they have said 2,200 per ton for the return journey from city B to city A. Is it clear? Simple and straightforward. Then the question is saying, see here, read here, in the month of January, the truck made 12 journeys between city A and city B. 12 journeys have been made. Now you have to understand, these 12 journeys are what? These are round trips. If we have gone to B, then obviously we have to come back, right? So 12 journeys doesn't only mean single trips, it means round trips. So what you have to do? Into 2. Yeah, 24 single trips in total, like that. Okay, that's our assumption because it's logical, no? We can't think it's single trips, right? 12 round trips. Fine, that's what has happened. Then they have given us the details here. The details of these 12 round trips have been given. You have to understand clearly. 12 times we have gone, okay? How? Outward, right? From A to B. And then 12 times we have returned. Now here they have given the breakdown of that, how it has happened, right? So let's see. Outward journey, number of journeys, load in ton they have given. So see, A to B, directly from A to B we have went. How many times? 10 times. 10 journeys have happened like this. Okay? 10 journeys have happened like this. In each journey, how much we are carrying? 6 tons we are carrying. Okay. Then how many journeys are left? If 10 journeys are like this, then how many journeys are left? There are only 2 journeys left, isn't it? Because they have given us total journeys now. 12 journeys they have told us. So only 2 journeys are left now. So see here what they have done. Here they are saying 2, 2. How can there be 4 journeys? But still there are 4 journeys. How it is, you have to understand. It's, broken down further. See, A to B, 2 journeys are left, but they have broken down. See, A to C, 2 journeys have happened. A to C, A to C. Then C to B, C to B, C to B. So in total, it's 2 journeys only. Is that clear? That's what. Yeah. So see, from A to C, we have carried how much? 6 tons. From A to C, we have carried 6 tons. Then what has happened? Then, from C to B, we have carried 4 tons. That means what was happening is overall, we were going A to B only, but in between we have unloaded 2 tons. In between we have unloaded 2 tons. That is why from C to B, we have a load of how much? 4 tons. Why? Because we unloaded 2 tons in the city C. Is that clear? But it doesn't matter actually. It doesn't matter much because we will see only what we have loaded in the beginning, that much money only we will charge. Okay, so that's the detail. Then regarding the return journey. Now return journey B to A. From B to A we are coming back. Yeah, number of journeys are how much? 5 journeys. In each of the journey, how much we are carrying? 8 tons we are carrying, right? And then again B2A. Again B2A. What is happening? 6 journeys are there. In each of the journey, how much tons we are carrying? Load is 6. Okay. So that's why it's given separately. Yeah. Because in 5 of the journeys, the load was 8 and 6 of the journeys, the load was 6. That's why it's given separately. You have to understand that. Don't get confused. Now, you can feel like there has been a mistake over here. Yeah. In the truck, there is only 6 ton capacity. Only this much we can carry, right? But here they are saying B2A on return journey in first, see we are carrying how many tons? 8 tons. There is no mistake. You have to understand. You have seen now on streets and all what happens. Yeah, the trucks are mostly overloaded. Yeah, they are mostly overloaded. So it's overloaded over here. Because of that, there will be penalty by the, traffic police and all. And then see here, next what do we have? B2C. B2C means what? From B to C we are coming. Okay. So only one journey has happened like that. And how much are we carrying? 6 ton. All right. Okay. Then see, from C to A, we have come only one journey and 0 tons. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? One journey has been broken down over here. You have to understand this properly. See, from B to C and then C to E. Yeah, this is subdivided. You have to understand this. From B to C, how much we carried? 6 tons. Okay, 6 tons we carried. Then they are saying C to A, one journey, 0. What does that mean, 0? That means all 6 tons on return journey were, unloaded at the city C. Is it clear? But it doesn't matter to us. We are going to charge full only. See, from C to A, we are coming empty with 0 ton, fully reduced load. So that means we are not going to give any discount. We are going to charge full only. Yeah, 6 into 2200 only. Is it clear? Okay, understood. Then what else? You understood the breakdown now. When we'll solve the question, you will understand it further, right? Then see, then they are saying annual fixed cost and maintenance charges are 6 lakh and 1,20,000 respectively, right? So it's really simple. Annual fixed cost is given and then everything is regarding January, right? On monthly basis, right? So we are going to solve this question as per the monthly basis only, but here annual fixed cost is given, which means what? Standing charges, isn't it? So we have to divide it by 12. Then maintenance charges is also annually only. Annual fixed cost and maintenance charges. So this is also annually. We have to divide this also by 12, right? So that will be 10,000 maintenance charges for the month of January. Is it clear? Okay. Then they have said running charges spent during the month of January are 2,94,400. Okay. So this we will directly take, but understand in the bracket what they are saying. In the bracket they are saying that, in this 2,94,400, what we have taken? We have taken 12,400 also, includes 12,400 paid as penalty for overloading. I told you now, we are carrying 8 capacity on this return journey, right? So because of that, traffic police has fined us. Yeah, there is penalty, and that penalty you have to understand, it's not in the normal business, right? It's not a normal loss, it's an abnormal loss. It can't become part of our operating cost. Do you understand this? It can't become part of our cost per unit. So that is why we have to exclude it from operating cost. But what they have done in running charges, they have included it. So what we will do? We will subtract and remove it. Do you understand that? We will subtract and remove it. Is it clear? Yeah, that's what we will do in the operating cost sheet. But then this loss has happened now. So in costing P&L, we are going to debit it, right? If you want to calculate the net profit or loss, then at the organizational level, you have to consider that. Is it clear? Simple and straightforward. Now let's understand what is the requirement in this question. What we have to do? See, it's really simple. First requirement is calculate the cost as per commercial ton kilometer and as well as absolute ton kilometer. That's the first requirement. So tell me what we have to do for this first requirement. For this first requirement, you have to understand. See, in what do you say, in this service costing chapter, I have told you the whole game is about denominator, right? Isn't it? In bus transport, in passenger transport, we saw how to calculate cost per passenger kilometer. There is numerator and there is denominator. Numerator was what? Total cost for the period. Here also it's same only, total cost for the period. Here we are seeing month of January. So total cost of January we need, total cost of month, and we need a denominator also of a month, right? But in this goods transport, what would be the denominator? The denominator would be ton kilometer. It will be ton kilometer for the month of January. It can be absolute as well as commercial. Yeah, two ways are there. Yeah, two denominators will be there in this question. Okay, so 2 cost per ton kilometer will come. Is that clear? Yeah, that's what will happen. Fine, you have to understand. So what we have to do right now is, see, for the numerator we are preparing what? Operating cost sheet. Yeah, there you will get the total cost. But for the denominator, what we have to do? We have to prepare working note. You have seen now, we do working notes to calculate passenger kilometers. Similarly, we will do working note to calculate commercial ton kilometer as well as absolute ton kilometer. Is that clear? Yes. So that will be little bit complicated, right? And then the second part is very easy. Second part is what? Calculate net profit or loss for the month of January. What does that mean? Simply you have to calculate the revenue, sales, or you can say higher charges or taking. Simply you have to calculate that, your total revenue minus total cost, right? You will get the profit or loss that has happened. And then there is penalty also. Now, so penalty also you have to subtract. Yeah, because penalty will be debited in costing P&L. No. So if you want to calculate net profit or loss, then definitely you have to subtract the penalty at last. So that will be different. That will be second part. First part is operating cost sheet and that. Okay. So let's begin the solution of this. Okay. Now see here we have our solution, the first working note. Now understand, what did I tell you? Our first requirement is what? Calculate the cost as per commercial ton kilometer and absolute ton kilometer. Now to do that, we need a numerator, we need a denominator, right? Numerator will come from operating cost sheet. That's fine, that's very easy. The denominator has to come from the working notes. You have to calculate this separately, right? So that's what we are doing. First, we'll calculate commercial ton kilometer, right? Then only we will be able to divide and calculate cost as per commercial ton kilometer. Is it clear? So how to calculate commercial ton kilometers? It's really simple. You all know if you have watched the first illustration. Yeah, actual kilometer into average weight or average tons, right? That's what you do. So first let's calculate actual kilometers. How will you calculate actual kilometers? The question has told you that in total what we have done 12 journeys, which I told you it means 12 round trips, right? 12 round trips have happened. 12 times we have gone from A to B and then B to A. 12 round trips. How much is the kilometer between A and B? It's 300 kilometer. So that's what you have to take. Actual kilometer is equal to the distance traveled, 300 kilometer into 2, right? Why 2? Because as I said, round trips now. So you have to multiply by 2 into 12 round trips. And this is in the entire month. You have to understand, we are doing all calculation of January only. Is this clear? Yes, that's what we are doing. Okay. So see here, that is equal to 7,200 kilometer. In the month of January, how much kilometers have we traveled? We have traveled 7,200 kilometer. Is it clear? Simple. Now after this, what you have to do, you have to take this 7,200 and multiply with average tons. But do we have average tons? No, we have to calculate that also. So see, it's really simple to calculate average tons. The detail of the journeys have been given to you, isn't it? So based on this only you will calculate the average. Okay. See, from A to B you have went how many times? 10 times. 10 journeys have happened, carrying 6 tons in each journey. Yeah, and then A to C, 2 journeys have happened, carrying 6 tons each. And then C to B, 2 journeys carrying 4 tons each. So the same thing you have to take over here. See here. Average weight we are calculating. Yeah, journeys load. It's given now. Journeys load. You have to just multiply these two, right? You will get the total load. Okay, easy. First outward, as we saw, 10 to 2, right? 10 to 2 and then 664, 664. Just multiply. 10 6 are 60, 2 6 are 12, 2 4 are 8. Is it clear? Simple. Then same you have to do with the return journeys also. But understand, the last one you will not take because there is 0. Yeah, 1 into 0 is 0 only. So it's excluded. Is that clear? So 5 6 1 and 8 6 6. Yeah, that is what you have to take, right? So see here, return 5 6 1 8 6 6. Is it clear? Well, just multiply 5 into 8, that's 40, 6 6 are 36, 1 into 6, that's 6. Is it clear? Yeah. Now what you will do, you will just take an average. It's really simple now. To take an average, you will just make a sum of this total load and total journeys. Yeah, how many journeys are there? 26 number of journeys are there. 10 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 1, that's 26 number of journeys, and the total load is how much? 162 tons. Yeah, in the month of January, this is what has happened. The breakdown was given, easily you did this. Now to get the average, 162 divided by 26, total load divided by number of journeys, you will get the answer, that is 6.23 tons, right? If you do it in calculator, see here how much are we getting? 162 divided by 26, that is equal to, see, 6.23076. You can keep 4 decimal, 3 decimals, but minimum 2 decimals you have to keep, or just keep 4 decimals, that's also fine. Okay, right, so that's what you have to do. So you have got the actual kilometer and you have got the average tons that you have carried in the month of January. So just multiply these two, actual into average. That's what you're doing. Actual 7,200 kilometer into average weight, that's equal to 44,856. Now tell me what is this? Tell me what is this? This is one of the denominator. Yeah, if you get the numerator total cost of the month of January, then you have to divide it by this. You will get what? Cost per commercial ton kilometer. Do you understand what we have just calculated? Yes, right? Simple. Then after this, what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the absolute ton kilometer, another denominator. Yeah, yes, so let's calculate another denominator in the second working note. Now see here, we have our second working note to calculate absolute ton kilometers, another denominator. How to calculate? Really simple. Here you can't take any shortcut. Actual into actual, that's what you're doing. Whatever is there, you have to just take it and do the calculation. You're not taking any average, nothing. Is that clear? Simple. So how it will happen? Here there will not be any single figure and all. Like there you saw, you know, only one figure was there, 6.23 tons. So you could also take actual kilometer like this, right? Just overall directly you took. But here it's not like that. Here you have to go in specifics. So see how it will happen. Okay, see here. Outward journeys are there. The same, this breakdown only you have to use, right? But you have to understand now. A to B. A to B is how many kilometers? 300 kilometers, right? You all know. How many journeys? 10 journeys have happened. How many tons in each journey? 6. So this is what you have to use over here. See, it's really simple. A to B, 10 journeys have happened. 300 kilometers the distance between A to B. 6 tons we have carried in each journey. That's equal to 18,000. Okay? 18,000 what? 18,000 ton kilometers. Okay? Right. Then what? Then A to C is there. A to C, 2 journeys, 6 tons. A to C is, the kilometer is how much? Kilometer is 140. So into 140. Like this you have to calculate. Okay? You have to go to very specifics and calculate over here. All actual data you have to use. A to C, 2 journeys, 140, 6 tons. That's 1680. Similarly with C to B also. 2 journeys, 4 tons each. C to B now, so that's 160 kilometer. So see here, 2 journeys, 160 kilometer into 4 tons. That's 1280. Just make a sum of this. That's equal to 20,960 just of the outward journeys. Now the same thing you have to repeat with the return journeys as well, except the last one, because the last one is 0, no? So 1 into 0 is 0 only. You have to just exclude that. Or you can show the calculation, it will be 0 only. Okay, right. So see here, return journeys. B to A. B to A, we are coming back. Now we have to understand. B to A, 300 kilometer only. How many journeys? 5 journeys. The load is 8, right? So see, 5 into 300 into 8, that's 12,000. Clear? Next, again B to A. But right now, we are carrying less load. That's 6 tons. The number of journeys are 6. So 300 into 6 into 6, isn't it? 6 journeys into 300 into 6. Clear? 10,800 it is. Alright. And then you have B to C. B to C means B to C, 160 kilometer. Okay. How much we are carrying? 1 journey and 6 tons, right? So see here, 1 journey into 160 kilometer, B to C now, 6 tons. That's equal to 960. Clear? Easy. Then the last one, C to A, number of journeys is 1, load is 0. C to A, no, that's 140 kilometer. It doesn't matter. There is 0, no, 0 tons. So that means everything will become 0 because you are multiplying. So see here, Actually, you are not supposed to take this line only if there is 0 involved. Okay, you don't have to show like this and waste time also. I have just shown to make you understand. You will just not take it only. Is it clear? Simple. So if you just make a sum, 12,000 plus 10,800 plus 960, that's equal to 23,760. So because of outward journey, it's 20,960. Because of return journey, it's 23,760. So now you will just add it. Okay. So that is equal to how much? 44,720. You have calculated another denominator, second denominator. Total absolute ton kilometers in the month of January is 44,720 ton kilometer. Okay, is that clear? Simple and straightforward. So you understood now what you have done. You have not calculated cost. You have not calculated cost as per commercial ton or absolute ton. No, you have just calculated denominator, commercial ton and absolute ton kilometer. Now what you have to do, prepare the operating cost sheet. It's very simple now to prepare the operating cost sheet. Is it difficult? No, it's not difficult at all. Just see the question. They have given you in the question itself annual fixed cost, maintenance charges, and then running charges. Yeah, so simple it is. I have just filled the big format and it might seem a little bit lengthy to you, but it's very easy. See here, operating cost sheet, standing charges is there. They have said it is 6 lakh. Yeah, fixed cost is 6 lakh they told, but it was annually. So divide by 12, that's equal to 50,000. Is it clear? Because we are taking only of a single month, isn't it? Yes. And I didn't make here cost per unit column, cost per ton column. Why? Because they are asking 2 cost per unit, isn't it? As per commercial as well as per absolute. So that is why I will do it separately at the below. Is it clear? Okay. So standing charges you got, total standing charge 50,000. You can just write one line only, standing charge 50,000. That's also fine because it's a very simple operating cost sheet. Then running charges. Yeah. What did they say about running charges? Running charges, they said in the month of January, monthly running charges are given 2,94,400. But they said in the bracket, it includes penalty. Penalty is an abnormal loss. It can't become part of operating cost. But they have given it as including. So you have to remove. Do you understand? Okay. So minus 12,400. Okay. Running charges 2,94,400 minus 12,400. That would be equal to 2,82,000. This would be the running charge in the month of January. Okay, right. So total running charge is how much? 2,82,000. Is it clear? Simple. And then maintenance charge. Maintenance charge also annually it was given. Annual fixed cost and annual maintenance charge they said. Now, so that's 1,20,000. 1,20,000 divided by 12, that is equal to 10,000. You all know. So total maintenance charge is 10,000 only. You see how simple it is. Just in 3 lines you can do this. I have just used the whole format. Okay. Yeah. Total cost will be 3,42,000. 50 plus 2,82,000 plus 10, that's 3,42,000. That's the total cost. Is it clear? Simple. A plus B plus C. So operating cost sheet is over. By operating cost sheet, what happened? You got the numerator. The numerator is 3,42,000. What you have to do now? This you have to divide by what you have calculated in first working note. Yeah. Total commercial ton kilometers 44,856. You will get the first requirement. The first requirement is cost as per commercial ton kilometer. Then you will divide by the second denominator, the same thing. You will get cost as per absolute ton kilometer. Okay. See here, it's really simple. Cost per commercial ton kilometer, total cost divided by commercial ton kilometers. Is it clear? 3,42,000 divided by 44,856. That's the commercial ton kilometers, no? Yes. So when you do that, you get 7.62 as the cost per commercial ton kilometer. Is it clear? Simple and straightforward. Okay. Easy? Yes. Then what you have to do? Then the second thing, B, cost per absolute ton kilometer. It's the same thing. Total cost divided by absolute ton kilometer. This is the total cost, 3,42,000. So take 3,42,000. Yeah, the numerator will not change. It will be same only. The denominator will change because denominator separately you have calculated 44,720, isn't it? Absolute ton kilometers, right? So this is what you are taking over here, 44,720. When you divide, you get the answer as 7.64. This is the cost as per absolute ton kilometer. Is it clear? Yeah. So see, 2 costs per unit are there. So that is why we can't have a column over here. Okay. And this penalty thing we are excluding Because the cost per unit should not include abnormal loss. That's the logic. That is why we are excluding over here. But at the organizational level, of course, it will be considered in costing P&L. Okay, simple and straightforward. So this was the first requirement only. Okay, this much you saw now. This was just the first requirement. Now we also have to do the second requirement. Now what is this second requirement? Second requirement is also very simple. Yeah, I told you, just net profit or net loss for the month of January we have to calculate. How to calculate? See here. Statement showing net profit or loss for the month of January. So it's really simple to calculate. See here, we have a particulars column and an amount column. How to calculate the profit or loss? Revenue minus cost. That's what you will do. Okay, so let's calculate the revenue. You can also call this as what? Truck hire charges, truck total takings, sales, whatever. Easy. How to calculate this? In the question, they have told us something about sales, isn't it? They have told us if we take goods from A to B, then we will charge 2,400 per ton. This is our price, yeah, per ton. And if we are coming back on return journey and the goods are being loaded at city B, then we will charge how much? We will charge 2,200 per ton, right? This is what we have. On the basis of this only we'll do the calculation. But now while doing the calculation, you have to be very careful and understand, because this highlighted sentence becomes very important. Okay, they have said there is no discount, there is no concession, right? So based on that, the logic is what? The logic is whatever is loaded, I'm talking about outward journey. Okay, we are going A to B, so whatever is loaded at A, on that only we will receive money. On that only we will receive money. Okay, so see here how the calculation will happen. A to B we are going how many trips? 10 trips. In each of the trip we are carrying how much load? 6 tons, right? And then if you see the next, here also A to C. So in both of these cases, what is happening? The loading of goods is happening at A. So we will receive money because of that. Is that clear? In this third category, what has happened? C to B. Yeah, loading has happened at A only, but it is already considered over here. It is already considered in the second thing. See what happened? We loaded at the city A, we went to C, yeah, with 6 tons, and then from C to B we are going with 4 tons. That means 2 tons were unloaded at city C. The remaining 4 were taken to city B. That's what happened. So the last one we will ignore because this is a duplicate. This 4 tons now, this is duplicate. This is already considered over here, right? So only the first 2 we will consider for the revenue calculation. Okay, you have to understand this logic. It's really simple, it's not difficult. See here how we will do the calculation. Outward journeys, now 6 tons we are carrying. We'll combine the first 2. We will combine the first 2 because the same load we are carrying now, A to B, A to C. 6 tons, right? So we'll combine that. 6 tons, I mean the calculation will be combined. 6 tons into 2,400 rate per ton into 12 trips. How 12 trips? 10 plus 2. 10 plus 2. Right, 12 trips. So that's equal to 1,72,800. You have to understand why have we not taken the last one? Why have we not done 14 trips? Because you have to understand it is duplicate. Yeah, this thing is duplicate. No, this 4 ton is already there in this 6 tons. Yeah, because see, we loaded 6 tons over here. I'm talking about the second thing. We loaded 6 tons over here. We went to C. We unloaded 2 tons. The remaining 4 tons were taken to B. And it is given separately. So that is why in revenue calculation we can't consider that separately. Okay, it's that only for that 6 ton only. Is it clear? It's the same thing, it's duplicate. Then what? Then regarding the return, we are done with the outward. In return journey, what is the logic? The logic is whatever goods will be loaded at city B to go to A, for that only will receive the money, isn't it? See at city B what is happening? At city B, see here, B to A, 5 trips have happened and the load in each of those trips is how much? 8 tons, right? So do the calculation. Return 8 tons into 2,200, that's the rate per ton, into 5 trips. Yeah, into 5 trips. Why I'm not combining? Why I'm not combining? Because the load is different now. That is why I'm not combining. I can't combine 8 ton into 2,200 into 5 trips. Is it clear? Yeah. I just did this simple calculation, 8 into 5, that's what I done, right? And then 2,200 also. Is that clear? Right. Then the next what? B to A is there. Here also what is happening? We are loading at B only. Yes. So again the same way, 6 into 6, right? That is what we have to do. 6 into 6 into 2200. But understand, if you see the next category, B to C, here also the load is how much? 6. So we can combine this calculation now. We can combine now. So 6 into 6 plus 1 we will do. 7 trips. Okay. Is that clear? Yes. So that is how it will happen. See, 6 ton into 2200 into 7 trips. How 7 trips? 6 plus 1. 6 plus 1. Okay. Is it clear? Yes. And then the last. Can we take the last? No. There is 0 over here. We can't take the last. And also you have to understand. See, in the last what is happening? It's the same trip only. We, left the city B. We reached the city C. We unloaded everything. All the 6 tons. And then empty we went to city A. That empty is this, right? So I told you now, we will only look whatever we start from city B. Here only we are doing the loading. Here only we are getting the money, right? The rest of the things, no concession, no discount, no extra charge, right? So just forget about that. So the last here also will be ignored. Is it clear? So see here, 6 ton into 2200 into 7 trips. That is equal to 92,400, right? So this is the revenue calculation. Okay, if you add up all of this, this is the total revenue. Is it clear? Simple. You will subtract the total cost of January. Where you will get the total cost? From the operating cost sheet. Yeah, in the operating cost sheet we have the total cost of the January, no? That is 3,42,000. So subtract that. When you subtract that, what do you get? You get operating profit. Because of operating your truck, yeah, in the month of January, this much profit you have made. This is operating profit, not net profit. So what we have to do? We have to subtract the penalty. Penalty is there now, 12,400. I told you it will be debited to costing profit and loss. We can't take it in operating cost sheet. That would be wrong, right? But here we can take it to calculate the net profit. So we'll subtract the penalty for overloading. Okay, minus 12,400. So if you subtract that, then what happens? There is a loss of 1,200. Yeah, the second requirement is complete. Is it clear? There is no profit in this question. There is loss, net loss. Yeah, and then this is the note. See, penalty paid for overloading is an abnormal loss, not included in operating cost of the truck, as we have not taken in the operating cost sheet. You have seen clearly what have we done over there. We have not taken it. Understand properly. It was already included in running charges. We have removed it. Okay. So that's how it is. Fine. So you have to debit it to costing profit and loss, right? That is what we have deducted over here. So that's all for this video. I hope you have understood each and everything. It was really simple and straightforward. Yeah. So I will upload the notes on the Telegram channel. Okay. So that's all. See you in the next video. Bye.